Alright, now I'm live here. I'm trying to figure out which one's actually on the clock. I'm going to do a live best ball, but let's figure that out first. We have Firefox there. Okay, so we're going to be going Firefox and we'll be drafting Chrome then. Got it. Okay. Cool. Got it. Okay. Been a while picking back up. Haven't really had time to stream, so we're at 71 total now. Waiting on 3 people. Okay, so we'll go do I got some of my glasses. Okay. We can follow them on the bottom while we do some picks until we're gonna hit, and then we'll pull up the draft board. Okay. Go to draft. Sounds good. Looks like we're pick 8. Yeah, so we're a little bit of everywhere now at this point in terms of coverage. Grabbing CMC. Seems like I'm getting CNC more than anyone else. We're at 10 on the other draft. Alright, so we're at, this one's a fun one. We're at, Bucky, Jamar, and Trey McBride here to start off, and we're at a 5, 4-5 turn. Man. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. I'll go check to see that draft hasn't started, but it's at 11, so it'll start in just a second. Alright, so what can we do here at pick 40s? Okay. We got double. We could double tap Hertz Devonta here if we wanted to, which isn't the worst idea in the world. Coming in the 5 turn, I like doing that, and I think that's what we're going to do. Rasheed's obviously pretty interesting. But I think grabbing Hertz Devonta makes the most sense there. Okay, cool. And then we got the one that just started in 39 seconds. Perfect timing. Looks good. Pick 7. Jesse for 24. AJ. Notorious Play. Detroit Lions. And Luka Legend. Okay, cool. All right. See if we can pop that out. Grab that in the window, do the zoom in. Let's see how that looks. Pretty good. Guess I can pull in and get a few more rounds. Okay. Oh, we started. All right, starting off with Gibbs. Gibbs at 1. Okay. Chase at 2. People started to diversify a little bit more up front there now. I know everyone's been grabbing Chase at the 1 just because that's where basically market is. But I know people in singles say that you're grabbing Gibbs there often just for some diversity in the single entry, which I get. And then you can double tap wide receiver coming back, which isn't the worst idea in the world. Man, I got some cough going on today. Oh, we're on the clock. Well, shit. Okay. We are at pick 7. We got CMC, Puka, and Neighbors on the table. I'm actually going to go Neighbors here because I don't have a lot of Neighbors, so I'm switching it up from what I've been doing, which is taking Christian McCaffrey there almost every time. Puka's dropping a little bit with the Stafford news too, but I have very few shares of Neighbors, so we're just basically pushing it based on that. CMC goes 9, Nika goes 8, Brian Thomas 10, Puka drops all the way down to 11, which seems to be the case happening right now. Camera blur did not come through. We'll figure that out on the way back. All right, so turn goes. So splits on both the turns. We got Puka, Achan, we got Amon-Ra, Jonty, AJ Brown comes in. We're about to be on the clock. Henry, Bowers, and McConkey or Bucky are there. So there goes Henry. That makes Bowers the easy play. Right about the split for ADP, but also the play with the bring back. Okay. We're going to try to fix the camera real quick. Let's see. Capture device. Let's see if that changes it. Yep, there we go. Okay. Cool. Whoa, just made the camera huge now. Let's fix that. There we go. That's better. Okay. That should be kicking on. No, I don't need this one on at all. That should be going. Okay. I don't know why they didn't jump, but that's okay. Move this over here. Got it. All right, so turn goes Marvin Harrison, Devonta Adams. The chase guy goes McBride T, so he goes for a full classic stack just at the 2, which is kind of interesting to me because I think I've already built it so many times the 1. I mean, why build it a 2? But whatever. It doesn't. It just feels like a 1 build again, I guess is the thing. Guy at 1 is interesting, or guy at pick 3 is interesting with Saquon Chase. Oh shit, I keep on missing the fact that I'm on the clock here. Oh, I'm 1 pick away. Okay. About to be on the clock. I don't know why it keeps on doing that. Okay. So, coming up to us, we got Malik and Brock. We're looking at Jacobs, Wilson, Hampton. None of these guys are going to be here coming back. We're going to take Josh Jacobs. Not a guy I love taking, but meh. Fine. Going to push as a wide receiver coming back next round, which is fine. Chasing into the wide receiver picks here. I needed some diversity in Jacobs. There's another diversity play. Bowers I got plenty of, but not anyone else. So Kittle round 3. Okay. And that guy's got Hampton. Okay. Turn goes Amon-Ra, Jonty, JSN, Jane Daniels. This guy goes Lions guy picks Jameson at 38 overall. Fascinating. So the Daniels guys went JSN, didn't do the McLaurin stack, right? You don't necessarily need to. So we don't really have any stacks coming back. We're just looking at a bunch of wide receivers. Evans, McLaurin, Tet, Worthy, Pickens. There goes Evans. So we're looking at McLaurin, Tet, Worthy. There goes Tet. So I'm going to lean into Worthy here. Okay, be right back. 1 second. I'm here just flipping off the cam for a second. All right, Cook goes next. That guy gets CD, Ladd, Rashid, James Cook, all sitting in there's a nice wide receiver room to start off with. I mean, that's just a fucking beast. And you got Cook sitting back there. A very nice start for that guy. I like that a lot. We got the Jackson guy going with McLaurin. We got Allen picking up Sutton. Okay, we'll see. We're going to be picking at 55 next and 66 after that. What is AJ guy after me? Okay, we're just looking at Hurts. The chances of him being there. Devonta probably not going to be there either if we snatch him. So he'd be a Hurts naked, which isn't the worst thing in the world to me. I mean, we got options with, well, we don't have a ton of options right now, I guess. Okay. There goes Chubba DK in the turn. This guy is Chase T. Pickens McBride. Be curious to see if he didn't do, obviously, the Washington thing. Devonta. There goes Devonta anyways. There goes Hurts. Yeah, no, wow. I mean, naked is not the worst thing I've seen. All right, so we're looking at hopefully another wide receiver falls back to us. Looking at Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley. I'm looking down my list of people I'm low on to try to bring up ownership a little bit. Jacobs was one of them. Cook was one of them. There goes Walker. Damn, Walker's going about that spot. That's okay. I'm going to take Calvin Ridley. Walker would have brought in Lawrence, which is interesting. But I need a little bit more Ridley. I think I was getting him early on, and now I don't have as much. Alvin Kamara, stack up Derrick Henry there with Nico, Wilson, Tet. All right, so flowing back, nothing good at quarterback that we're looking at 66. So we're going to take best available. It's going to be RJ Harvey, James Conner, or one of these wide receivers. Olave, Myers, Jennings, Diggs. There goes Connor. I'm curious to see if he slips at all with his like comments about 1A, 1B thing. So the Detroit Lions guy is 3 running backs. Picks up Judy. He's got Achan, Hall, and Henderson. Like that pick. There goes Harvey coming back. There goes Swift. Okay, so we're playing Jacobs light right now, and we're just gonna hit. Oh, there goes. I was hoping to get Olave there. That's a little frustrating. That's okay. We're gonna take Jacoby Myers. Get the Vegas build going. Yeah, so we're going back to pick 79 here. So we'll be looking at quarterback. Mahomes, if he's available. Because I don't have any other good. I mean, I got Giants in Vegas, so I definitely need to be thinking about that. I can backstack someone and figure it out later. I'm not too worried about that. Looking at running backs, Montgomery, Caleb Johnson, Pacheco. Not high in Pacheco. Burrow still hasn't gone in the 70s, which is a little surprising to me. I bet you this guy sitting at 2 is just hoping that Burrow falls to him, which this guy's Josh Allen. Wow. And he just took Josh Allen and Joe Burrow naked completely. Takes Debo. He was pretty ready to go with that Debo pick to stack with Pickens. He can go Arizona here, too. Take Kyler and be fine. Pacheco goes in the turn there. Yeah, let's see how we're gonna play it and what their running backs look like. Pacheco, Jaden Reed. Board's not refreshing for some reason. Diggs, Caleb Johnson. There we go. Montgomery, Diggs, Mahomes, Ibuka is another one I'm interested in. Probably four guys. There goes Ibuka. He's been moving up. He's 70s now. About around 7. Persall is running 67 overall. Jesus Christ. Alright, so the question is this guy grabbing Mahomes with Rasheed right here or not? We'll go Mahomes or Diggs. Alright, so he goes Laporta. That freezes up for Mahomes. I'm going to take him. There's a chance he fell back, but I didn't want to risk it. Especially since I don't feel like I have comfort in a bunch of the other quarterbacks. We're going to continue to attack the wide receiver position and see what we can do at running back here a little later. I think it's probably the plan. Just based on where it's at right now. Wide receiver. I mean, Diggs, Godwin. Okay, so we might have some running back options here. You pick 90. We'll see. We're gonna have the Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason debate, assuming one of those guys will fall. Which I'm fine taking either one. Shakir's on the board, but I don't think he's going to last that long. Queuing up a few guys here. Kyler did last a while, though. That's interesting. I guess the Arizona stuff's on the left-hand side here. There goes Shakir. Nah, damn. We don't have a ton of Aaron Jones. Probably another one I could probably do. There goes Shakir and Pittman. Okay, we're gonna pull the trigger on Jones. I'm going just completely off my own script here. But that's good. These are some diversified picks for me too. Scroll that down a little bit. At the Pink Pony Club. Okay. Well, we've done a little bit better job diversifying. We got the Neighbors, we got Jacobs, we got Ridley, we got Jones. Coming back around. We can go for whatever. I don't have a ton of Trey Harris, so that's an option there. I also wouldn't mind attacking running back again. All right, so that's a double tag. That guy did a nice job waiting Kyler in 95 and getting Dak Kyler there. And then the guy went Nick's Field. So nice job at the 1-2 there. And he covered fine from getting Burrow taken out from underneath him there. There goes Warren. There goes Scatabo. I'll take Tracy or Trey Harris probably here, depending on what we have from an availability perspective. Dobbins would also be interesting to give us some depth. Yeah. There goes Purdy. And the Lamar guy taking Purdy. This back half of the draft got absolutely crushed on quarterbacks. That was a 5 quarterbacks going there and a whole stack of starters with 2 teams double tapping. Okay, cool. Here we go. We're going to grab Tyrone Tracy then, as soon as I can click out of here. Get another running back. Fits with the Giants. Okay, so now we definitely can consider backup. There goes Kelsey. Okay, that's fine. Ingram and Andrews still on the board. Wide receivers still on the board. We got options with Royals and all those guys, and Rashard Smith later too. So, not too worried about either one of those positions catching up. Trey Harris would be nice to come back. I don't think it's going to happen, but if not, we'll look at one of those tight ends. No buy overlap. Andrews I definitely trust more than Ingram, but Ingram does have the bring back. We do have a bring back on Josh Jacobs, though, at least. So both Ingram and Andrews work for a backup tight end here just to be done and close it off. There goes Andrews. Yeah, I mean, Trey Harris is the first one here, though, if we can sneak him by. Bateman. This guy needs a quarterback. Okay, boom. Trey Harris. Good. Nice. Trey Harris starts. Because we can definitely see if Loveland's coming back around to us too here, or Ty Warren. Both those are in play. Herbert's now in play too. Tank Bigsby's in play, my favorite. Yeah, we got a lot of guys in play here. Okay. You love and Kraft too. Potentially. Kraft probably wouldn't come back. Oh, there goes Kraft. No, Kraft definitely would not come back. We goes Kraft and Loveland and Warren. Oh boy. So all three of the guys I was saying behind Ingram that I'd potentially target just got eaten up. Two guys of the turn don't have tight ends. There's So we're gonna be probably punting backup tight end. I mean, there's options. Njoku, Goddard, Ferguson, Kincaid. I'm not worried about it. I'm just more one of those higher upside guys would have been nice. Which probably means we can look at quarterback here or running back. Tootin goes, one of the guys we had in the list. Let's see if this guy grabs tight end. There goes Jake Ferguson. Okay, interesting. Tajay Spears. This guy doesn't have one either. Christian Kirk, still no tight ends. He must be playing tight end late. We're going to get the quarterbacks taken, but we'll have plenty of quarterbacks in the backside. There goes Evan Ingram. Okay. I was waiting for that one to go. I think what we're going to do here is take Njoku. If there's not Njoku, yeah, there goes Njoku. Okay, then we'll take Herbert. Man, that's brutal. Okay. I'll take Jordan Love. No, we're not going to take Jordan Love. We'll take J.J. McCarthy. Completely naked J.J. Love and Lawrence go to. All right, so we'll look at Dylan Sampson, Hollywood Brown. Geno's still on the board, but becomes much higher of a priority for me, or much less of a priority for me. We do anything about backup tight end? Goddard's still there. Kincaid. Cam Ward's easy, an option for a 3-2. Okay. We got plenty of options there. Coming back up, we're 2 picks away from us. Yeah, so we saw most of those backups go. That's fine. We're about pick 138. There goes Quentin Johnston. So we're going to be looking at running back. There goes Leggett. Okay. We're going to take Hollywood here. All right. wide receiver room feels pretty polished with Neighbors, Worthy, Ridley, Myers, Harris, Brown. Maybe grab someone else there. We can grab. Now we're going to grab a running back or tight end coming back for sure. There goes Goddard. Yeah, we're going to be punting probably back up tight end, which, whatever. There's worse things in the world. I got to find Royals here in this list. Just plunk them at the bottom of the list. Yeah, the Allen guy got Kincaid after all that in round 12. That's a pretty nice play. All right, Bo Nix, Fields, Stafford. He picks up his third. This guy is definitely going 0 RB. Caleb Johnson, Travis Etienne, Tajay Spears, Dylan Sampson, Trey Benson. Yeah, he hit it. There goes Tank Bisbee. Yeah, a few of the guys that I was thinking about hitting just went, unfortunately. Which is fine. We got Rashad White. We got Jaden Blue. Blue would be my pick from an upside play perspective. We got to get some depth here. But I'll take White. There goes Najee. Okay, good. That gives us one of White or Blue. I don't have enough Braylon Allen either, that's for sure. And we'll get quarterback come back one more. I mean, Kyle Pitts is an interesting play there, too. Stack with Penix. There goes Cam Ward. Okay. Thought we'd get Cam. That was a little surprising, my pick. 150 on Cam, huh? He's got Baker, Herbert, and Cam. Baker dropping a little bit now. Bryce Young. I mean, that leaves me with Geno or Penix. I can get Geno coming back. Penix. If Penix goes, I wouldn't get via. There goes Penix. So Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Michael Penix. There goes Pitts anyways, right after. Even like I thought he was going to sneak him through, he did not. We got Hunter Henry and Ertz sitting in the backside. We'll be fine with that. Rashad White's pretty far after ADP right now, which is interesting. Geno's right about at ADP. I think there's a better chance going to that side of the board. Ah, damn it. I'm just getting sniped on these guys that I'm like, oh, that would be a nice from my build perspective. There goes Chubb at least. Okay. All right, we'll get Geno here since we got the Raiders. Heard some big hype today. DJ Gidden really making them feel better. It was pretty interesting. It's like, yeah, he's the real deal. Like Jonathan Taylor's good, but you know they'll push him on the field sometimes too. Okay. I guess. You know. Don't really know what that means, but, you know. Here goes John News. So we're still studying at one tight end. I mean, I'm fine taking Ertz and being my number 2, just being done. Like, Ertz just seems so stable. And I think that's where we'll go at 175. Not quite as sold on Mason Taylor, but there's Anthony Richardson jumping back up the boards. Fun. Times at 12-11. Okay. Probably only one draft tonight. I was maybe doing two, but I started later than I thought I was going to. Rico Dowdle goes. Jack Besh goes. So Ertz is not an overlap. We're just going to take Ertz. Let's get that not Stecky Stick. Let's get the bye week play, and we're good. All right, now we're just looking at correlations. Players, anyone. We're at a 3-4-6-2. So we're mostly going to be stacking running back, wide receiver here the rest of the way. A little bit more mellow music tonight. Pat Bryant, Mason Taylor, okay. Pat Bryant was eventually going to, oops, missed the board, sorry. I'm trying to look to see if anyone's really crazy. 1-6-6-1 for Luka Legend. He grabs Darnold there. Whose starting quarterback is Jane Daniels. Okay. This guy is now he's at a 2-6-6-1 with only Hunter Henry as his tight end. He does Arroyo coming back here. This guy's 2-5-6-2. Got a 3-5-6-1, a 4-7-2-4-7-2. 3-3-6-3 after me. That's pretty interesting. We'll have to look at his team. 3-5-5-3 is pick one. Pick one. Hey, the big guy right after me. Okay. That'll be interesting to see. He goes Chig backing up Pitts and K-Dot. He's definitely just throwing shit at the fan. Which is cool. Don't blame that strategy at all. There goes Jalen Noel. All right, so we are going to polish up the running back room a little bit. We're going to grab Rashard Smith. There goes Miles Sanders, and that was the other one I was considering. But I'm trying to get, I got Jacobs and Jones, so I'm just trying to string on upside good plays here right now. With JCM as a late up round play as well. Well, his ADP is 199, I guess. So there goes Thornton. Okay, so we got Jalen Royals. Wandale still sitting on the board, who we know is just value. Ooh, there comes the tiredness. KLS on there, yeah. Roman Wilson on there. Jalen Lane. Not that I think McLaurin's going anywhere, but it's definitely an interesting one. All right. So we are at 3-5-6-2 with Jacobs, Jones, Tracy, Blue, Rashard Smith. The wide receivers feeling pretty good. Neighbors, Worthy, Ridley, Myers, Trey Harris, Hollywood Brown. I lost my Jalen Royals right there. Pretty disappointing, but okay. There goes Hopkins. Yeah, so we're going to grab JCM here. Woody Marks goes, JCM goes. So now we're looking purely at wide receiver at this point. Michael Wilson's still there, not a correlation. Let's see what correlations we have. Tesla with the Minnesota plays. I mean, there's nothing even from Minnesota perspective that plays here. Trey Tucker. Jalen Lane, Roman Wilson. Jalen Naylor, but he's so far down there. There goes Tesla. Jeez. Well, we're going to get Michael Wilson if he's there. We're going to go Wilson, Lane. There goes Michael Wilson. Okay. Roman Wilson seems to be there more likely than not. And I do like that upside, even though it's a slow passing offense. We're getting smoked today. Roman Wilson going. Round 18. I think I'm gonna take Jalen Lane just because different, a little bit of diversity that I haven't done before. Yeah, nothing worse in the world than getting a player like that. Okay, let's see how it finishes out now. The late Washington stacks at the end there. Tyler Shuck to go behind Stroud and Young. This guy went James Cook, Kenneth Walker, and then he went Algier, Sanders, Woody Marks, Hunter at the very end. It's pretty interesting. He went Laporta, Loveland, Goddard. Quarterbacks, he has Baker, Herbert. Yeah. So this is a guy that's... See his roster. 3... Oh, it's me. I'm 3672. Notorious Parlay is 3663. CD, Ladd, Rasheed, Myers. No, why did that go back to me? CD, Ladd, McConkey, Rasheed, Pearsall, yeah. Ayuk, Besh. Pearsall's been climbing the board, huh? Man, maybe not. Maybe he's sitting at 60s. It's one that's interesting me a little bit more. Last pick of the draft is secret. You can never know. I hate when it does that. All right. Recap, and then we'll call it. So quickly trying to look at the board here. We got Neighbors, Worthy, Ridley, Myers, Harris, Lane at wide receiver. I mean, pretty heavy coming from the top here, obviously, with Neighbors, Worthy, Ridley, Myers trying to really produce a ton out of those positions. At running back, we got Jacobs, Jones, Tracy, Jaden Blue, Rashad Smith, JCM. So really trying to push some upside there with the later picks with Blue, Smith, and Merritt. I'm worried about Jones. A little bit of diversity play for me, so I'm fine with that. We got tight end Bowers and Ertz. Totally good with that because I think I'll actually get some serviceable weeks out of Ertz when he scores a touchdown. So that could push Bowers into flex, which is great. Ertz is not sexy at all, but that's fine. Quarterback, mostly fine. I got Mahomes, I got McCarthy, and I got Geno. I don't like that I'm completely naked on Mahomes, but I just got stuck in a really bad situation with this guy going Herbert here. He had Ladd, so I guess I should have seen it. But then he also grabbed Cam earlier than me too. Like he reached on Cam a little bit too to stop me from getting him coming around. So that was just frustrating because I could have gone double there at that point instead of Geno. So whatever. Yeah, I don't know if there's a better way to build that afterwards with who I was going to target at wide receiver. I was mostly done at wide receiver at that point when Herbert went. So, I guess I could have pushed Hollywood Brown up there and waited and taking Cam Ward coming the way back maybe. I don't know. There's not a lot of plays there. It just didn't fall well for me. I'm okay with JJ being the 2, with Geno being 3 there, getting some upside at that position. That's fine with me. No issue with that. So, cool. It is time to call it on that note.